Hey gang, it's Brian from FXBilliards. Welcome to the next episode of 5 Must-Have Pool Shots. I received an email from a gentleman who told me the shots he has the most trouble with are shots where the cue ball is flush against the rail and his object ball is 3 or 4 diamonds away. I thought that it would be important to include that shot in this video to help you guys. So what you see on the screen is me warming up with a simple drill where the cue ball is flat against the rail and I have an object ball that's 1, 2, 3, 4 diamonds away. Now this is an 8-foot table. If you're shooting this on a bar box, it'll be a different experience than if you're shooting it on a 9-foot table. On this particular drill, actually watch this, I'm going to miss the one ball. I know some of you love to see me miss. But on this particular drill, the object is just to get you working on this shot. Now, you don't have to take these shots from the center of the table. Like I tell you with every drill, what you want to do is make it easy for you and then work your way out to make this shot more and more difficult. Here I'm showing you a close-up on how the shot is made. I'm going to use different bridges for each of these shots. The first thing you want to do is recognize certain things. One, your warm-up strokes are going to have to be tiny. They're not even an inch, a half an inch. The other thing is your follow-through is going to be very small as well. Everything is going to be reduced on this shot. The other thing that you want to do is you want to hit the ball softer than you normally would. You can't put much English on it. You can't put draw on it. You're going to have to follow the shot. So take your time, shoot it delicately, allow that object ball to work its way into the pocket. Hit the shot soft enough that you have an opportunity for that cue ball to make contact with the object ball at a slow pace and maybe rattle that object ball in the pocket if you're a little bit off. What you want to do is hit it softly, hit it with a straight cue, allow the tip of your cue to drag along the edge of the table where that rail covering is, and have a very short stroke with short follow-through, and then practice with drills. Most difficult shots, you're only going to get better by practicing them more, and because this is a common situation, you should probably give it a lot of attention. Now, one of the things that you're going to need to be conscious of is just like any time you're playing position, make sure you're not going to leave yourself this shot. But if someone else leaves it to you or you make a mistake with your position play, this is going to be something that you're going to wish you had practiced. So you may not have 4 or 5 cue balls to work with as I do, and it may take you a little bit longer to practice the shot, but make sure you get this in your arsenal. It's a very important shot, and it's a very common shot. So you want to avoid it, but if you can't avoid it, you want to have that shot locked and loaded, ready to go anytime you need it. The next shot we're going to look at involves English. And this time we're going to be talking about reverse English. Usually when we talk about coming off of rails with English, we're talking about shots that involve running English. Running English means that the cue ball is spinning in the direction you want it to go around the table. Now, in this case, we're looking at a shot where you're drawing back to get position on the 8 ball. But if you draw it back too far, you move out of line. If you draw it back not at all, you're out of line. So I'm going to show you how to make this shot, get perfect position on the 8 ball, and not have to worry about your cue ball speed. All we're doing to make this shot work is to hit the cue ball with English that is opposite to the direction that the cue ball is going to hit the rail. So because the cue ball is going to hit the rail, coming in, let's say from the object ball angle, coming in from left to right, what we want to do is have the cue ball spinning in the opposite direction. That way, no matter how hard we hit this shot, the cue ball is going to hit the rail and stall. Our next shot is going to be an example of using English to get position as well. We're going to show 3 different outcomes here. The first shot, we're trying to get on the 8, and the 9 ball gets in our way because we came off the rail without any English at all. The second time we take this shot, we're going to apply left-hand English and come off of 2 rails to work on getting in line with the 8 ball. Now this is a shot that most players are probably going to take. High-ranked players are going to know another system for this that is going to give you better position on the 8 ball and ensure that you run out here. Also, it will prevent you from scratching in the side pocket by mistake. Keep in mind, with all of these shots, you're not going to have these exact same angles. So here we're playing with inside English, right-hand English, coming off the rail and coming straight back in our line with the 8 ball, guaranteeing that we're going to have a shot on the 8 and guaranteeing that we're not going to come off of 2 rails, hit the 9 ball, or scratch in the side pocket. Make sure you have this shot. It's a great shot and one that comes up very often. We're trying to play the ball, the 5 ball, in the corner pocket at the opposite end of the table. Now, if you pay attention, you'll see that our cue ball is blocked from any opportunity to get to this ball other than the route we take. We can't come off the high rail because there's object balls that are blocking our way. We can't come off the side because object balls are blocking our way. The 3 rail shot was blocked because of the path. So what we're going to look at is a couple different ways to make this shot, but let's look at the shot itself once again. All of our routes to get to this ball are blocked. We're so close to these object balls. Our opponent has played a really good safe. This shot actually came up in a match, and this is where I came up with this concept. So I played right-hand English to come off of 2 rails to get back down table to that object ball. Now, if the balls were laid out just slightly different, we would have had some other options. But I had one route to get there, got there through that shot, right-hand English, 2 rails to come down table, and then complete the run out. Now, if the balls were slightly different, let's look at some of our other options to get down table for that ball. If our shot in the side pocket was actually on this end of the corner, we would have been able to just play left-hand English, spin the cue ball out, and play that 4 ball. That would have been a makeable shot, but I still think that the 2 rail option that I took would have been easier even given that situation. So you need to look at all your different options. Pick the easiest one. They all may be low percentage shots, but there's one out there. Now, if our cue ball was out here with all this space, we could have shot a jump shot and then run out from there. So because we have about 6 inches to work with here, we can play a jump shot and then run out the rest of our balls from that point. Also, we had an opportunity to play 3 cushions and play our object ball in that same corner pocket. Look around the table, see what routes are available, but I want you guys to have that 2 rail shot with the inside English so that you'll know it's there. If you need it, you can pull it out of your bag and you'll be ready to go. Remember, that's what all these videos are about, giving you that one shot that you might have to go to when you are stuck and you don't have any other choices. This next shot comes up most often in games where balls are spotted. So if you're taking balls out of the pocket and you need to put them on the spot in a line, this shot really comes into play. If you're a straight pool player, you know that this shot, it can really help you win a game. So the situation is the 2 balls that are spotted are in a straight line. So where do you play them? If you watch my earlier videos on 5 must-have pool shots, you know that if we hit this combination on one side or the other, it's going to push that second ball either to the left or the right. It'll be the side that's opposite the side that we hit it. So there's no English needed. All we're doing is hitting the cue ball straight at this pack this cluster and pushing it to the left-hand side, ending up down table by making contact on the right-hand side. Let's look at the shot one more time. So let's finish out the rack. Here we have a difficult cut shot, but we come around table and we get position for a makeable shot on the 8-ball, and we're out. So let's look at this same shot a couple more times, see what happens. This one is for the guys that like to do parallel shifts with their bank shots. Instinct, baby. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you think, and don't forget to subscribe. Soon we will be announcing our Q giveaway, and it will be for subscribers only. Have a great day, guys.